And we found Pershing from what it looks like. Right, so with our M26 Pershing, well, we're missing a huge amount of tracks, and we're missing a few wheels and suspension parts. Apart from that, the rest of the tank seems to actually be in pretty good condition. So, yeah, so it's it's completely perfect. Missing a few internal hull parts though, clearly. But luckily they're all cosmetic, so as long as the transmission and the fuel systems work, in theory, you can still drive the tank. It's judging from all of this, we can actually get this tank and start it up now if we really wanted to. Oh, but we need to put coolant and stuff in it first, but yeah, we might as well just stick this back out into the place. Oh yeah, we can buy all more of those parking spots now, so that's good. More space for more tanks. So we've got a bunch of M10 Wolverines, which is actually perfect for what we need. But annoyingly, none of them have the front transmission case. Quickly saving. Let's see if we have any parts that we can use on the M10 Wolverine, shall we? Right, so I've noticed that this M10 doesn't actually have the floor, apparently. So what I'm going to do is then go back to the scrap one to see if they have the floor piece that this is missing. But for now, I'm going to reassemble the suspension on it. Right, we can now go back to the junkyard and see if there's any stuff for this M10. So all we're buying this M10 for is for the hope that it might have a floor piece. What I can see, this tank lacks the floor piece. So what I'm going to do now is return to the workshop, and hopefully we might get a tank construction that allows us to finally get rid of this or that. Yep, there's been another tank found. Uh-oh. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. That's okay though, hopefully we can restore this just fine. Without any issues at all. Because with my most recent ones, which involved the KV1 and Tiger 1, I would have had a tank as I should. And then, for some reason, my parts on the vehicle would disappear, and then I wouldn't be able to complete it. How much do we need to repair this? Just up to 42%. But what I'm gonna do, because I don't like working with road wheels because they're very difficult. They're a little bit difficult to clean. So I'm gonna just do most of the work on the turret and the engine. An interesting thing about these pamper tanks, actually, you can tell which one's the A model or an early model by basically looking at the front turret. With the late models of this tank, they have what people call a chin on the front of it. This because the Germans found out that basically shells will strike this piece of armour, but then go ricochet and go through the roof instead. So they made it put the chin there to stop that from happening. A lot of you've probably noticed actually my speech itself is a little bit funny sounding at times, and that's not because I don't know how to pronounce or speak English or anything. It's just that this is my first time doing anything like this. It gets me a little bit nervous, it does sometimes. But I will get better as I do this more and more. But feel free to give me, well, feel free to say stuff about this in the comments below. There we are, 42%. So now we can hopefully return this tank to its owner. Yep, there we go. That is the order now complete. Right, now we can finally do this tank digging up. Alright, so we're on this map again, but the sinky mud. So I'm not going to bother going metal detecting again. And I'm just going to send a drone to the location instead. Usually the tanks are located somewhere towards the middle, so hopefully we find it straight away. And as expected, the tank was somewhere towards the middle. Let's go dig that up. And we have a T-34-76 with a lot of parts missing, I might add. I can't be bothered to clean it right now, so I'm just going to get the tank cleaned now and move on to the trailer.